Good evening, guys. Sorry for the delay. I had some internet connectivity problem. My live stream is not able to upload on the YouTube, so I'm just going live with my channel. A race is just about to start, and I am going to give you live commentary for that. Starting grid, we have number 7, Felipe Massa, Sergio Perez, which is followed by Lewis Hamilton on the pole, Sebastian Vettel, Valtteri Bottas, Kimi Raikkonen. Number 11, Daniel Kvyat, followed by Fernando Alonso. Number 13, Carlos Sainz, Roman Grosjean. Number 14, Joylen Palmer starts at number 15. Car number 16, Stefan Van Doom, McLaren Honda. 17, Lance Stroll, Kevin Magnussen, number 18 car. Marcus Ericsson, last car on the grid, number 19 from Sauber. It's a beautiful day today. Have some clouds on top, but doesn't seem to be that rain is going to hit the circuit today. But there are strong winds flowing across the circuit. It is a sunny day. Air temperature is around 28 degrees and track temperature is about 41 degrees. And wind is about 4 km per hour. The tires are going to be cold in the beginning, so drivers have to manage the car tires very well as they are going along in the Grand Prix. Guys, as the drivers they get ready for formation lap, I would like to apologize for this delay because live streaming to the YouTube is somehow not getting connected. So apologize for that. However, I'm there with you. Only less effects will be coming to you rather than I've been talking, which I'll be doing, and giving you a lot of insights about the race as the race starts off. And I will be on the live chat anyways, so please feel free to keep sending me messages. As the grid is getting clear, all the technical staff and the support staff is getting clear from the grid. Tire choice is very interesting. All the drivers in top 10, they are going to start on ultra soft tires, pink colored wall tires. Hamilton, Vettel, Bottas, all three of them, except two of the drivers, car number 18 Magnussen and car number 20 Pascal Wehrlein. They are going to start on soft tires. Formation lap has been started. There is one car of Red Bull which is stalled on the circuit. Yellow flags right at the beginning. Mechanics have to do some hard work to just push the car out of the grid and take it in the pits to have the starting, unless the car can start of himself by the driver. That's very interesting at the starting grid. We have some action going on. Daniel Kvyat is the driver who is the part of the casualty, and he manages to fire off the engine. So he also goes on the formation lap. Lucky for him. As far as World Championship is confirmed, Vettel is leading the World Championship. With 129 points, followed by Lewis Hamilton, 104 points, followed by Valtteri Bottas, 75 points. Then Kimi Raikkonen sits at 67, Daniel Ricciardo at 52, Verstappen 45, Sergio Perez 34, and Carlos Sainz 25. We have a very interesting race at hand with us today. All the drivers are getting ready now. They are lining up on the grid. Lewis Hamilton slowing all the cars as much as possible. As much heat goes in the tires, it'll be good. So as we get ready, all the drivers are getting ready now. Lewis Hamilton is the first driver to get into the car box. Other drivers are also lining up now. It takes generally about 30 seconds for all the drivers to get into their car boxes and get ready for the shootout. We have to remember the run to the first corner is only 250 meters, and this circuit here, 250 meters, we always see some action over there, cars hitting each other. Let's see how is the clean car is. Red lights going on, 4th, 5th, all 5 red lights goes off and the Canadian Grand Prix starts. Lewis Hamilton has a great start. He pushes off Vettel behind. Vettel is on 2, and there is a very good starting from Daniel Kvyat. He has moved to position number 3. Ferraris are losing behind. Fernando Alonso has a good start. Lewis Hamilton is pushing off. He has maintained the first position. He's just been followed by Daniel Kvyat. We have to just confirm which car is on number 3 right now, but Ferrari is on 5, and there is a casualty right over there. 2 casualty, Carlos Sainz from Toro Rosso, and I believe the other driver is Felipe Massa. They had a collision on the first lap. We always talk about this first lap, so we have a safety car right in the first lap. Great action in the first lap where Lewis Hamilton manages to keep the lead. Valtteri Bottas in the 3rd position, so we confirm Felipe Massa is out of the race. What a lap, what a start for Felipe Massa and Daniel Kvyat. Now safety car is out, so no more overtaking till the casualty cars are removed from the track. The grid settles down as Hamilton, Verstappen. What a big gain for Verstappen, followed by Bottas and Vettel. This all happened when they were moving from turn 3, and it was a terrible accident. Terrible accident for Felipe Massa. He was straight away out. He came from nowhere and hit the other car for Toro Rosso. Freaky accident. The visuals are quite shaky, and we believe there's going to be some time when the track gets ready because the barriers have hit badly, and the barriers seems to be getting damaged. It's going to take some time for repairing of the barriers. Grosjean straight away in the pits. Most of the drivers will head to the pits who has sustained damage in the collision. At the second part of the drivers from position 10 onwards. So safety car remains in the lap. We're going to get some updates. How much time is going to clear those safety barriers. Very interesting stuff for Max Verstappen. He managed to have a very good start of the race, and he goes to the position number 2. Bottas sits at 3. Sebastian Vettel at 4. And followed by Daniel Ricciardo, and big loser is Kimi Raikkonen, who goes on 6th position, followed by both the Force Indias of Sergio Perez and Esteban Ocon. It was actually all triggered by Force India cars. They touched wheel to wheel with Felipe Massa, and Massa lost his control, and he just went out of the track. Lewis Hamilton nicely following the safety car now. We have some time at hand for the race to start. Guys, in the meantime, safety car is going on. Please do remember, I apologize again, once again, for to all of you due to some technical glitch. Uh, Live streaming could not be started on the YouTube channel itself. It was beyond my control, so I got a bad connection detail from their side, which was beyond my control, but I'll ensure that I bring live action as it is happening on the track to you, and you don't miss out any action. And a very interesting lineup where Van Doom has moved to number 11 position ahead of Fernando Alonso. So he is a big gainer in this. Alonso didn't gain anything. He is still on the position P12. What a first lap this race has given us. It is amazing. Guys, my live chat is on. Please keep sending me messages. I'm here to keep on replying to your messages. And I believe Max Verstappen, his Dutch fans and his friends at home will be damn happy today. Good luck, Dutch guys. That's a good race. And the race starts at lap number 3. Hamilton leads and Max Verstappen tries to take the lead from Lewis Hamilton. He nearly touches the wall of champions, moves off safely. Lewis Hamilton able to fend him off, and Bottas overtakes. He is not able to overtake. However, he tried his best. Max Verstappen still holds off to second position. Here Lewis Hamilton is just pulling out. He's already have a lead of 0.7 seconds. Vettel is in the third position right now. Max Verstappen is losing out very quickly now. He tried to overtake Lewis Hamilton, but he was not able to do it. Alonso and Van Doom is doing good. And here is Sebastian Vettel. He hits the wall hard. What a pity for Sebastian Vettel here. How could he do that? He was sitting very pretty, but he managed to roll onto the track again and move his car. That was very, very bad. He could have ended up in finishing his race here. That's pretty bad from him. Hamilton is the leader, followed by Max Verstappen, 1.2 seconds now, followed by Vettel, 3.1 second. The hitting of wall was actually Kimi Räikkönen, not the Sebastian Vettel. But he manages to keep the car on the track, which is a great going. Otherwise, he would have been out of the race and we would have got another safety car. What happened exactly there? When he was coming, two wheels went on the grass and he just skidded onto the barrier, but still manages to keep the car on the track. Kimi, watch out. This track doesn't allow drivers to have even slightest of the error from their side because they are always running close to the barriers. We are on the lap 5 of total 70 laps here. Lewis Hamilton looks to be now taking a control of this race. He's having almost a second gap between him and Max Verstappen, who is sitting at position 2, followed by Valtteri Bottas, and there is some distance from him and Sebastian Vettel, which is almost a second. That is a second train of cars which is happening behind them, followed by Daniel Ricciardo, Sergio Perez. And now DRS is enabled, and what we see straight away, you have Sebastian Vettel coming in the pits, and Lewis Hamilton does the fastest lap of the race, 1 minute 17 seconds. Sebastian Vettel changes tires, comes out of the pits. Where does he join? He joined at the 18th position. Is the strategy going to play in this race now? That's a big question because it's so early in this race. Now Hamilton is leading comfortably. He is at P1, followed by Max Verstappen, Valtteri Bottas, and interestingly, Sergio Perez sits at 5, followed by Kimi Raikkonen, who is at number 6 position. Hülkenberg from Renault, he is at position 8, followed by Daniel Kvyat, and Fernando Alonso has moved to position 10. He has overtaken Van Doom of late. We are on the lap 6 of the race. Carlos Sainz is out. He is walking off to the garage. So, what first 7 laps we had for this race, where we had seen almost all the actions which happened at turn number 1, 2 and 3, where first lap Felipe Massa and Toro Rosso car went out of Carlos Sainz, and then we had a freaky pullover by Kimi Raikkonen, who manages to keep the car on track, and Sebastian Vettel also had a touch on the very first lap during that entanglement, where he had clipped his front wing from right side, and that is the reason he has come back to the pits, and he has joined on 18th position on the track now. Roman Grosjean also narrowly misses, and he was also able to keep his car on the track during the second incident. So looks to be Ferrari has not been done any good in this race. They do have a pace, but now the strategy is going to play a big role in this race. And big gainers were Force India and McLaren. Guys, please do remember to give your feedback, and do remember to subscribe my channel also. As you are going along, we have a short break, commercial break. So when we come back, we'll be going on to the lap number 9, which is going on right now. Felipe Massa had a very freaky accident he had, and he could have been clipped over from that accident, but he narrowly misses out. So there is an investigation going on for car number 26. And also between Massa and Carlos Sainz, that investigation, whose responsibility or who had the fault in having that accident, that will happen after the race. Lap number 9 is going on. Grid position: Hamilton, Verstappen, Bottas, Ricciardo, Sergio Perez, Raikkonen, Esteban Ocon. And Sebastian Vettel is now really trying hard to gain some places quickly, thick and fast, and he has to change the strategy now, or else Ferrari will be just left out in this. And I just want to share with you yesterday what happened in qualifying. It was amazing. Lewis Hamilton, now he has managed to equal the record of maximum pole positions in his career, only the second best, and he manages to bring the record in equal to Ayrton Senna. So now the only leader in pole position is Michael Schumacher, and second is Ayrton Senna and Lewis Hamilton jointly holding that position. And position 4, which goes for maximum pole position, is for Sebastian Vettel. Coming back to the race, lap number 10, we have Alonso is on 10th position, followed by Stefan Van Doom 11, Magnussen is 12, Lance Stroll, Palmer, Ericsson, Wehrlein, Roman Grosjean and Sebastian Vettel. Massa and Sainz are already out of the race. All the drivers are settling down in their cars now, trying to set the pace and see how the tires are behaving, what is the life going to be. There are all the expectation that this car is probably going to be one-stop race. However, we'll see if everybody remains trouble-free during the race. And here is the another casualty. Max Verstappen, who was at second position, he pulls out. What exactly has happened, we have to see. But Max Verstappen is out of the race. We have Sector 1 incident where Max Verstappen car has stalled and he has pulled the car to the side. Let's wait for some more details. What exactly has happened? No overtaking in Sector 1. However, we don't need the safety car out on the track. Dejected Daniel, that was something which was not expected at this point of time when Max Verstappen was expected to do so well after he pulled to second position in very first lap. So that is something which goes down for Red Bull here, where one car is already out. So this again slows down the pace of the race, and Lewis Hamilton now leads the race along with Valtteri Bottas. Daniel Ricciardo sits in third, and we have in pit coming Nico Hülkenberg. He comes after 12 laps in the race. Car is still stranded in Sector 1. So all drivers have to be very careful, and some drivers are making use at this time to do the pitting, where Joellen Palmer is also coming to the pits. Marcus Ericsson is also in the pits. Looks like everybody is following now, and they are all behind the safety car, virtual safety car period, so they can do the pitting. And interestingly, now Vettel has moved to P15, position 15, and this will equal out the race, and times the leads are going to be negated. So what happened exactly to Verstappen? He goes to turn number 2, no power. He loses his engine. What a pity for Red Bull. It must be a heartbreaking moment for him. There are some debris also lying on the track. As the marshals, they are pushing the car out of the track. Sorry guys, I can't show you the TV. That's a question of copyright, and I'm on the web also. I'm streaming. I'm having lot of information from other sources on the media. So I'm giving you, however, the running analysis of what is happening on the track. But that's a good idea what you gave me. I'll look into that. But love you guys. You are with me here, and want to make it a community and we all sit together, we have live chats going on and enjoy the Formula One. We all are great fans of Formula One. So Sebastian Vettel moves to position number 15. Let's go on the track action again. Hamilton and Bottas. Now Hamilton has made he has a lead of about 8.9 seconds. And remember, once the virtual safety car period gets over, so all drivers will be in the similar position what they had before the race, before the stalling of the car of Max Verstappen and virtual safety car came on. So they have to maintain same amount of time after the race resumes. It's just about few seconds time when the track will get clear and drivers will go again full ahead. Lance Stroll has moved to position 11. Alonso has moved to P8, which is amazing. Sorry guys, some connection problems. No matter we sit in any part of the world, nowadays internet is something which is keeping us moving all the time, and no different here. Probably even if the best of the internet connections has the connectivity issues, and that is pulling us down. But never mind, we are on lap number 15. Lights are green again and all the drivers are hunting out again. Now we have Bottas, who is on P2, and he's going to chase Lewis Hamilton. He's having a gap of 5.988 seconds. Daniel Ricciardo followed him at 5.1 second behind. Valtteri Bottas, followed by Sergio Perez of Force India, followed by Ferrari, Kimi Raikkonen, Esteban Ocon, Force India, number 7, Daniel Kvyat, followed by Alonso, who is further down at 8th position. Number 9, Kevin Magnussen, and Lance Stroll completes the top 10 at this point of time, lap number 15. There's going to be a big tussle going on with Lance Stroll, where he's being chased by Nico Hülkenberg. Lap number 16 going on. Hamilton still leading the race, and the gap is opening up now at 6.3 seconds between Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas. And Sebastian Vettel, he has moved to position 13 and he's chasing now Stefan Van Dorp. And he's chasing thick and fast. He has picked up 2.8 seconds in the last lap. Will that race turn out to be in favor of Sebastian Vettel? That's a question to be answered in the coming laps. Now Lewis Hamilton has a gap of 37 seconds between him and Sebastian Vettel, which should be good enough on this track to keep him still ahead of Sebastian Vettel. The biggest gainer will be in this race is Kevin Magnussen, who has picked up 10 places from where he started on the grid. And the biggest loser is of course Sebastian Vettel, who is sitting at 13th position now from P2 at the starting. Alonso has moved to P7 now. And Stefan Van Doom, he is further down now. He is on P12. There's a good tussle going on right now for position 8, 9, which is presently Magnussen is P8, Stroll is at 9, followed by Nico Hülkenberg and Kvyat, all separated out by just 1 second between them. Alonso has also gained in this race. He has picked up 5 places from the starting position. And here we go. We have Kimi Räikkönen in the pits. Nice clean pit stop. Everything well executed over there. Back on the track. Let's see where he joins. Looks to be he's going to join at P7. And there is an investigation going on for car number 20, which is Kevin Magnussen, for overtaking under the virtual safety car period. Magnussen, look boy, you have to see what's happening over there on the track. Lance Stroll is chasing now. He's chasing hard to Haskar in front for position 8. Will he be able to overtake? He tries his best, and in the meantime Nico Hülkenberg comes on the side, tries to overtake. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. All 3 cars were side by side on this narrow track. He manages to stay ahead. Kevin Magnussen. And here we go. The next car comes in the pits is Daniel Ricciardo. This is his first pit stop. Daniel Ricciardo comes in the pits and goes out. Clean pit stop for him also. Where does he come out? Ricciardo comes at 6th position. It's turning out to be a good result race where Lewis Hamilton now is comfortably leading the race, and all goes well. He should be now controlling the race from here onwards. Now Sebastian Vettel is chasing hard on Lance Stroll, who is in front of him. Remember, Lance Stroll and Kevin Magnussen have still not stopped. They still have to stop. Almost all of the drivers have stopped once, except Lewis Hamilton, Bottas, Alonso, Kevin Magnussen and Lance Stroll. Now Sebastian Vettel, he comes behind Lance Stroll. Last corner of the track. DRS on. He gives full power. Can he do that? No, he doesn't. Manages to still keep the car ahead. Alonso has moved to position number 4. After front running cars makes the pit stop, which was Ricciardo. Ricciardo comes out safely at P5. Alonso is at number 4 position. I don't think he's going to hold on that position for long from Daniel Ricciardo. And he's further being followed by Sergio Perez and Kimi Räikkönen, who is sitting at P7 now. And Sebastian Vettel is very close to Lance Stroll. He will make a move on this lap. As as they come close on the start finish line. Yes, he does it. Close to the wall of champions, he manages it, and in the meantime Sergio Perez also overtakes Fernando Alonso, and he takes the 6th position from Fernando Alonso, moves to number 5. Kimi Räikkönen now behind Fernando Alonso. Chasing should not be a big difficulty for Kimi Räikkönen to overtake Fernando Alonso, considering McLaren Honda engine. However, he needs to find a way to get past Fernando Alonso, who is not going to make it any easy for him. Hamilton is still leading from Bottas, and Esteban Ocon, he is on P3 now, followed by Daniel Ricciardo and Sergio Perez at 4 and 5 position. Raikkonen has managed to overtake Fernando Alonso at the start-finish straight. Which puts him in P7. Sebastian Vettel, he is presently at P8, followed by Kevin Magnussen of Haas, followed by Lance Stroll and Nico Hülkenberg. Sebastian Vettel has really done good after he was at position 18 after the entanglement hitting the barrier. He's really done good. He's at position 8 now, which is really good. Bottom of the drivers right now are sitting Marcus Ericsson and Pascal Wehrlein, both from Sauber. Lance Stroll also has a fair race this time, where he is fighting for the position and the points. He is presently at 10th position and he's chasing Magnussen hard. Let's see how well Haas car can defend his position. So the maximum this ultra soft tires which can last is about 26 laps, which we can expect. All the drivers who have not made the pit stops will be coming to the pit stop, and this is the triggering of the pit stop. The first one to come is Valtteri Bottas. He's moving to the pit stops now for his first pit stop here. Car stops, nice clean pit stop, and goes on the track again. Let's see where he joins after the pit stop. He is at position 3 now. He did a good pit stop where he has a clean air in front of him and he can really accelerate now. It'll be very interesting to see that Ricciardo has opted for soft tires now, yellow wall, which could take him till the end of the race. Bottas is also moved to soft tires. That means Bottas and Ricciardo both are going to go till end of the race on these soft wall tires, which are yellow walled. Lewis Hamilton, in the meantime, sets up the fastest lap of the race, 1 minute 16 seconds. And Hamilton has pulled out pretty nicely, and he should be able to come out on P1 after he makes his first pit stop, which is due any time now. And he should be comfortable in that position now. He has a threat from Sebastian Vettel, but he should be able to come out very comfortably in front and should be able to manage the race from there on. How the grid position sits is Lewis Hamilton, followed by Esteban Ocon, Valtteri Bottas, Daniel Ricciardo, Sergio Perez, Kimi Raikkonen, Alonso, Sebastian Vettel, Kevin Magnussen and Lance Stroll completes the top 10. Here Nico Hülkenberg in pursuit of, he manages to somehow keep the car, but he went off the track. He's trying to overtake Lance Stroll now for position 10. He's presently sitting at 11th position. We have 17 cars running in this race after 3 cars have been retired. They are Max Verstappen, Felipe Massa and Carlos Sainz. Verstappen had an engine failure and he had to stop the car on track, whereas Massa and Carlos Sainz involved in an accident and they were out. Hamilton has still not made the pit stops along with Ocon, who are at position 1 and 2. Also along with them Fernando Alonso and Kevin Magnussen. They still have to make their first pit stop. That's good. I see guys a lot of comments, which is happy to see those. And yes, we a lot of people have a lot of choices, but let's have the this commentary is mostly for the guys who are sitting and who are on the move. They don't have the privilege of watching the live coverages, so I am assisting them through YouTube so that they can have a live action through commentary for this Formula 1 Canadian Grand Prix. But I really respect your views, which is great, and if I would not have the connection problem from YouTube, internet connection, so I would be giving you a much better outcome. Pardon me for that, and let's concentrate on our race, which is presently being led by Lewis Hamilton, and most of our fans and friends, hero Fernando Alonso is doing really good, and he seems to be picking up first points of this season 2017. Ocon and Lewis Hamilton have still to make the first pit stop. Bottas is just about 1 second behind Esteban Ocon. He seems to be now pushing up and look forward to overtake Ocon, who is on the older tires, and Bottas is really flying right now. The gap has come down to 0.8 of the second. Vettel has finally overtaken Alonso. He's moved to P7. Alonso is sitting at P8 right now. Magnussen and Hülkenberg finishes the top 10. So we have the grid sitting. Lewis Hamilton P1, Esteban Ocon, Force India P2, Valtteri Bottas, Mercedes 3, Daniel Ricciardo 4 from Red Bull, Sergio Perez from Force India 5, Kimi Raikkonen and Sebastian Vettel 6 and 7, followed by Fernando Alonso, Nico Hülkenberg and Magnussen, Haas car doing well today to get into the points. And what a move in this lap did by Nico Hülkenberg. He overtook Kevin Magnussen for 9th position. Sebastian Vettel, again he had in the last lap, just had a brush with champions, wall of champions. He narrowly brushed the wall. Bottas still in the pursuit. DRS open at the start finish line. Is about to overtake Esteban Ocon. Turn number 3. Crosses right at the tail of the car. He is looking for the DRS opportunity now. And nice move there by Haas car to fend off there are some good battles going on down the line. Lewis Hamilton has still not made any pit stop and he is on lap number 31, which surely have the strategy of only one pit stop. Bottas this time at the start finish line, 0.5 of the second. His DRS fully open, could not manage to overtake Ocon. Still behind him. Very quiet race from Lewis Hamilton. Now he's leading the race, but still he's on the older tires and he's going to maximum do 2 to 3 laps, and after that he will surely pit because his tires are degrading quite quick. Ocon is falling off now. He's already in lap 30. He has 0.2 of a second lesser than Lewis Hamilton. So every lap he's losing out, and Bottas at the hairpin. Once he comes out of this hairpin before turn number 13 and 14, he's going to try and overtake. This is the longest straight of Canadian Grand Prix on this circuit. Will he be able to do it? Let's see. He's 0.3 of a second behind. Goes to turn number 13, 14, close to the champions of all, and nearly does it. His DRS is fully open. Will he do it? He tries his best. No, he is not able to do it. So Bottas is able to defend his position despite of having older tires than Valtteri Bottas. This is some amazing stuff from Force India here. We were not expecting, at least from Force India with older tires, to fend off Valtteri Bottas, who is on fresher tires. And there we go, we get ready for Lewis Hamilton to come into the pits, heading on to the pits, stops the car, tires goes, and he goes for red wall tires, which will surely take him to the end of the race. Esteban Ocon, he also comes in the pits. It will be interesting to see how they stack up, because Bottas has got free now. He has all the liberty to push him now after Ocon has cleared. Where does the Ocon joins? He joins behind Kimi Raikkonen at P6, followed by Sebastian Vettel. Guys, thanks for some very supportive messages while I'm doing the live commentary. Thanks a lot. And guys who don't like us, I still love you, because you are the ones who makes me, and improvements will come. Hopefully internet connections also goes better, even though they are broadband and whatnot, but you still have the connectivity issues. Bear with that, and we still continue on the action which is happening now. It's very, very interesting where Hamilton is now P1. He has made his pit stop. Bottas, he is sitting at 9 seconds of gap from Lewis Hamilton, followed by Ricciardo, who is another 12 seconds behind them. And then there is a trail of cars for Sergio Perez, Kimi Raikkonen and Esteban Ocon, who are within 5-second gap from these three cars. Alonso is down to 8th position now, and Nico Hülkenberg 9th, and the last position goes to Daniel Kvyat. Now the battle is going on between number 6 Esteban Ocon and Sebastian Vettel. Sebastian Vettel is now pushing hard to get Esteban Ocon, who is at P6 right now. We are on lap 34 of 70. We are very lucky to have a clean race this time around. No weather warnings or no weather problems during the race. But the wind is picking up. That's what we get the analysis, that wind is picking up and a lot of tailwind is going to catch up with the cars. But as of now, all the drivers are holding him well. And very interesting, Hamilton now, he's on soft tires, super soft tires, and Bottas is on soft tires, yellow wall. That's a split of strategy which has happened at Mercedes. Surely Mercedes doesn't want to end up with the same strategy with both the drivers and during the end of the race fighting with each other on the track. Kimi Raikkonen and Esteban Ocon. Esteban Ocon is now pushing. Surprisingly, he's giving good lap timings, and he's pushing Kimi Raikkonen for position. He's within a second of Kimi Raikkonen. Here Lewis Hamilton, he's now started lapping the cars. Guys, when you are watching this, I appreciate if you keep giving your comments, because I love your comments, whether it is negative or positive. This gives me a positive energy and allows me to have a lot of improvements in the next races to come for the Formula One. And I'm sure for all of us who are hardcore fans of Formula One, they really are going to strive hard to give maximum and best coverage of the Formula One. Because a lot of our friends, they are on the move. They don't have the privilege of having the live visuals coming from television, and we can always help these guys having a lot of analysis and information picking up from internet and other media sources. So keep loving, keep subscribing, keep watching. I love you all. So coming back to the track, we have finished 50% of the race. We are on lap 37. Grid settles down as Lewis Hamilton P1, position 2 Valtteri Bottas, Mercedes both, Daniel Ricciardo P3, Sergio Perez Force India 4th position, Kimi Räikkönen 5th, Esteban Ocon also Force India 6th, Sebastian Vettel from Ferrari 7th, followed by Fernando Alonso, who still holds on to 8th position, McLaren. Then Nico Hülkenberg from Renault and Daniel Kvyat from Toro Rosso finishes the complete top 10. However, Hamilton has really pulled, as he and Valtteri Bottas have 10.5 second gap between them. Daniel Ricciardo is further down by distant 13.1 seconds. Sergio Perez is right now chasing Daniel Ricciardo with 1.8 seconds behind him. And Esteban Ocon is also chasing Kimi Räikkönen, which is very, very interesting to see, where Force India is really able to get everything together and challenge Ferrari. Let's see what happens, because right now Kimi Räikkönen is sandwiched between two Force Indias. And equally is true if you talk about Sebastian Vettel. He and Kimi Räikkönen are squeezing Esteban Ocon at position number 6. So two guys who are on soft tires, yellow wall, are Valtteri Bottas and Daniel Ricciardo, and they surely seems to be finishing the race on these tires. Esteban Ocon coming more closer to Kimi Räikkönen in the last lap, lap number 38. Kimi Räikkönen had a lockup on his tires. He's getting impatient. He's getting shaky now. He's within half a second of Kimi Räikkönen. And this time around, he's going to be more closer. The hairpin he crosses, they are on the straight now. And this time, Esteban Ocon is going to take his chance on Kimi Räikkönen. He's very close to Kimi Räikkönen. This is the longest straight of the track. Doesn't do it. Clears off start-finish line. His DRS is open. This is the only chance he's going to get it. Will he get close to him? Turn number 1. No, he doesn't. He still sits behind Kimi Räikkönen. Vettel continues for position 4. And remember, there is no margin of error on this track. You make a mistake, you go out and you lose 3 or 4 position at least. And you could even end up hitting the wall. Lance Stroll, he overtook Gerald Palmer on this lap, lap number 39, and goes to 14th position now. Sitting at the bottom, Marcus Ericsson and Pascal Wehrlein on the Sauber. Kimi Räikkönen is finding himself in a bit of bother by Force India, where Esteban Ocon is giving all his heart out to give the tough time to Kimi Räikkönen, but he's managed to hold him off. I believe in this my commentary which is going on, I have a lot of Spanish friends, and they are loving and enjoying the moment where we see Fernando Alonso. He is on 8th position today, and we are quite hopeful he will be able to pull off the position unless the Honda doesn't help him out and he goes out of the race. You never know. He can control his instincts, he can control the machine. However, engine of McLaren Honda is no more a reliable engine, we all know that. So it's all the skills. He's going to come off, and we are on lap 41, so just below 30 laps are remaining in this race, which is almost 60% is completed. If we have the same position which is going on, Lewis Hamilton at first and followed by Valtteri Bottas on second and Daniel Ricciardo on third, Vettel sits at 7th position. So Mercedes is going to lead the Constructor Championship if they all finish in this order. We are on lap number 41, which is going to get completed. Daniel Ricciardo, he's doing good. He's putting some really good laps now. However, he has a difference of 13.2 seconds behind Valtteri Bottas. And Lance Stroll, he's today in action. He has a lot of overtaking to do by Lance Stroll. He's now chasing Roman Grosjean in Haas car. We have the grid sitting on. Lewis Hamilton P1 having 11.8 second difference, and here we see a change. Sebastian Vettel, sorry, it's Kimi Räikkönen, apology. He comes to the pits. He pits, nice clean pit stop, goes back on the track. 3.1 second of pit stop. Where does he join back after the pit stop? He joins at number 7 position. Fernando Alonso and Nico Hülkenberg are just behind him, but he's on the fresher tires and he manages off well and pulls off quickly. Alonso is under threat from Nico Hülkenberg, who is chasing him and looking to overtake him. Let's see which part of the circuit he finds to overtake or tries to overtake Fernando Alonso. He had also a very near miss where he saved touching the barriers. As I mentioned earlier also, there is hardly any margin of error. Lance Stroll, he manages to overtake finally Haas car. He goes on to position 13. And here we go, Fernando Alonso, he goes to the pits. Alonso has finally decided to go on the pit, have a fresher tires and have some great running going on further on. Very clean pit stop, 3 seconds. Come out of the pits. Let's see where he joins. He is just going to join at P11 behind Kevin Magnussen, which is actually good because he's going to get a clean air now and he can really pull the car. Behind him is Stefan Van Droom, who is in half a second behind him. Daniel Ricciardo is being chased now by Sergio Perez, who is very, very close to Daniel Ricciardo, followed by another Force India of Sergio Perez. Behind them is Sebastian Vettel at 6 and Kimi Räikkönen at 7th position. We are on lap number 44, which is just got completed. Lance Stroll makes a locks up his front wheel. He is pushing like crazy today. He is desperate to get some points of this season. He has not had good finishes this year at all. He tries to overtake McLaren of Stefan Vettel, and he manages to overtake finally. No, he doesn't. Vettel is able to defend himself. He manages to keep his car in front of Lance Stroll. However, in front, positions are more or less settled. Lewis Hamilton is there. He's controlling the race nicely now, followed by Valtteri Bottas. They have almost 9 seconds of gap, followed by Daniel Ricciardo. Also have a decent gap between them. We have reached almost 60% of the race distance. We are on lap number 45, which has just started. How the drivers stand: Hamilton, Bottas, Daniel Ricciardo, Sergio Perez, Esteban Ocon, Sebastian Vettel, Kimi Raikkonen, P7, followed by Nico Hülkenberg, Daniel Kvyat, Kevin Magnussen at 8, 9 and 10th position. Some interesting battles at hand. Lance Stroll has just overtaken Stefan Vettel, and his next car in pursuit will be Fernando Alonso. But he's not going to give him a good time to just let him pass. Sebastian Vettel is at 6. Now he's chasing Esteban Ocon. There are 4 cars which are very close to each other: Ricciardo, Sergio Perez, Ocon and Vettel. Rest, if we talk about Mercedes, sitting well. Leading the race is Lewis Hamilton very comfortably. He's controlling the race now, controlling the race pace. Behind him is Valtteri Bottas. Also have between him and Lewis Hamilton about 10.5 seconds of gap. Whereas Ricciardo has another 6 seconds of gap, 16 seconds of gap between him and Valtteri Bottas. And then you have a mix-up with Perez, Ocon, Vettel, which are fighting for position, fighting for the podium, last place of the podium. Lance Stroll, he had a go on Fernando Alonso. He's trying to do it at turn number 1. He tries his hard. He's still chasing. Number 3 corner gone. They are at number 4. Turn number 4 gone. He tries his hard, but Fernando Alonso is not going to give him any chance of overtaking just very easily. Closing to the hairpin now. Not very close to have a go after the hairpin. Surely he has to wait for his chances once he finishes the start-stop line. Very close to the turn number 13, crosses, turn number 14, and on the main straight. Lance Stroll now tries, goes side by side of Fernando Alonso, and does the overtaken move complete. He overtakes Fernando Alonso. Alonso slips to now position 12. Lance Stroll moves to position 10 in the points. And Stefan Vettel has come down to 16th position now. However, the battle of third, very close battle. Vettel, Ocon, Perez and Ricciardo, they are fighting for this position. Vettel is very close to Esteban Ocon now. He's just behind him. There is a gap of just about half a second between him and Esteban Ocon. All of them have DRS, so it's a bit difficult for him to overtake. He's going to give it a try this time around. Sebastian Vettel, just about half a second behind Esteban Ocon. He's going to try his chances in the main straight now. Let's see whether he's managed to do it. That's the longest straight before turn number 13 and 14. Sebastian Vettel had a look, crosses turn 13 and 14, DRS open, all three cars in front of him, doesn't seem to be close enough. Very close battle for position 3 between Ricciardo, Sergio Perez, Esteban Ocon, Vettel, who are all separated by 0.5 of a second individually from each other. Raikkonen is behind, about 10 seconds behind Vettel, and followed by Nico Hülkenberg at 8th position, Daniel Kvyat at 9th, and Lance Stroll at position 10, who had overtaken Fernando Alonso, who is down in 11th position now. We are at lap number 49 of 70. Battle for third is getting hotter and hotter now, where Daniel Ricciardo is definitely going to have hard time during the last part of this race. And Sebastian Vettel decides enough is enough. I'll go to the pits, get the fresher tires and push hard to the checkered flag now. He's on two-stop strategy. So he comes for second pit stop. Car stops, nice clean pit stop, moves out. 2.7 seconds. One of the fastest pit stops here today. Perez and Ocon have a tough fight at their hands also. Now Ocon is challenging Perez for this position. Remember, Force India, but no more friends here now. Everybody, both of them wants a podium finish. However, at this time, Kimi Raikkonen has set the fastest lap, 1 minute 15.569 seconds. As the cars are getting lighter on the fuel now, every lap will be a faster lap by one driver or the other. Just to share, yesterday we all of us have seen the qualifying, so the fastest record for this Montreal circuit was also broken by Lewis Hamilton, where he overtook fastest lap record of Rubens Barrichello, which was set up in Ferrari in 2004. Ricciardo has pulled him with a gap of 1.2 seconds from Sergio Perez, who is under threat from his own teammate Esteban Ocon, also a rookie this year. They are very close, 0.6 of a second. Vettel has come out and he is behind Kimi Raikkonen in 7th position. Guys, I hope you are enjoying the race with me, and I would love to have a lot of comments from you, and I'll answer them, all of them. And I do request you, do subscribe my channel and keep loving, keep pouring in with a lot of comments and your views on what all things we can add. It'd be great to hear from you. Getting back to the action, Lewis Hamilton is leading the race, followed by Valtteri Bottas. All had assumed that this race is going to be Ferrari's race, but it has turned out to be other way. Mercedes has shown the strength in this race, where Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas, both of them are sitting pretty at P1 and P2 at this point of time. Sebastian Vettel on his fresher super soft tires sets the fastest lap of the race. Lap number 52 is going on. Battle of fourth is still on between Sergio Perez and Ocon, who has managed to pull out some distance from Esteban Ocon. And Daniel Ricciardo has come out of 1 second DRS zone from Prix. Let's see at the start finish line what is the time gap. So Perez is within a second. DRS is fully open for Esteban Ocon, but he will not get a chance because this is short straight. It's only 250 meters before drivers have to brake hard for turn 1 and 2. Esteban Ocon, who is sitting at position 5 right now. This race has been a very good race for Esteban Ocon and Sergio Perez. We are on lap number 53 of 70 laps. Lewis Hamilton is having a time difference between him and Bottas. He is 12.5 seconds ahead of Valtteri Bottas. And there is another 14 seconds gap between Bottas and Ricciardo for the third position. And now Ricciardo is more than 1 second gap from Sergio Perez. However, Esteban Ocon is chasing Sergio Perez hard now to get this position of fourth. In fact, silently, if we see, Daniel Ricciardo has done a very good race. He's had a flawless race, except Max Verstappen, other teammate of his, had to retire because of engine. Otherwise, he was doing very good. He was on P2 before he got retired. Lower down the order, Kimi Raikkonen is 6th, Sebastian Vettel is 7th, Nico Hülkenberg 8th position, Daniel Kvyat 9th, and 10th position completed by Lance Stroll. Vettel on these tires, he still has a chance because he's making up almost 1.5 seconds every lap. So there are chances at the end of the race he's going to in the fight for third position of the podium. Let's see how does his tires hold on, and because these tires degrade very fast once they are reaching their life. You have Daniel Kvyat in the pits. He has some problems. There is some mix-up happening. They don't know which tire to put. All the mechanics are looking confused. It looks to be race over for Daniel Kvyat. Will he move from the pits? Doesn't seem to be. They are still struggling. And his car is stalled in the pits. In the meantime, on the track, Sergio Perez is still being chased by Esteban Ocon. Still has 0.7 of the second difference between him and Ocon for P4. Now Sebastian Vettel is just about 4.9 seconds from Kimi Raikkonen. Kimi Raikkonen is having a lonely race for quite some time now, and that's the reason he's able to pull, and he has a gap of about 7 seconds from him and Esteban Ocon, who is chasing Sergio Perez. This is very interesting to see. Both the Force Indias are ahead of Ferraris, who were supposed to be contender for winning this race. However, a bad start for both the Ferraris had pulled them down. But we are quite positive that Sebastian Vettel is going to push hard and catch up with as many points as possible in this race. Almost similar lap timings are being put by Daniel Ricciardo and Sergio Perez. So it's more of Daniel Ricciardo is managing the time difference between him and the Perez at P4. As of now, looks all set for a race win for Lewis Hamilton. Second position for Valtteri Bottas. Third position is still difficult to say at this point of time, but seeming Daniel Ricciardo is holding that position well at this point of time. Force India seems to be in a good position to score double points from both the drivers. Cars are being lapped now. So Lewis Hamilton has completed lap number 57. We have 13 laps to go. Pretty calm race for last 15 to 20 laps. After the race started in a freaky manner where an accident happened and then Max Verstappen car got stalled on the racetrack. Event-free race after that, and it's more of the strategy and how to manage the distances between each cars. Lap number 57 gets completed. Hamilton is leading with Bottas second position, Daniel Ricciardo third, Sergio Perez fourth, Esteban Ocon 5, Kimi Raikkonen and Vettel on 6th and 7th position, followed by Nico Hülkenberg, Lance Stroll, Fernando Alonso 8th, 9th and 10th position completes the top 10 of the race. This time around, Ocon is very close to Perez. He is within half a second, and Sebastian Vettel is pushing hard behind. He's definitely catching up with these guys. Kimi Raikkonen car is within his sights, and he's going to be the next car for him to overtake. In the meantime, Daniel Kvyat, their engineers have decided to retire the car, and Daniel Kvyat becomes the next casualty of the race. He's out. Presently 16 cars are running on the track. We are on lap number 58. Sebastian Vettel, he's closing up. Every lap he's taking out almost half a second from Kimi Raikkonen. And very soon he'll be side by side of Kimi Raikkonen. Esteban Ocon still cannot find a way to overtake his teammate Sergio Perez. This time around, I think he's going to give it a try. They are close to the turn 13 and 14. There will be DRS available for them to overtake. Let's see whether he is able to do it or no. Friends, in the meantime, again, looking forward for your reviews, looking forward for your messages on what areas can be included further in this live commentary. I'll happy to see, love to see you guys, your views, and do subscribe my channel, and love to share the live commentary with you guys. So we are on almost the last phase of this race. This is 70 lap race, and as of now we are on lap number 60. So 10 laps remaining. Lewis Hamilton is leading the race from Valtteri Bottas, Daniel Ricciardo at position 3, followed by Sergio Perez and Esteban Ocon. Still cannot find a way to overtake his teammate Then behind Kimi Raikkonen, getting also close to this train, and followed by Sebastian Vettel. Prix is almost now half a second within himself and Daniel Ricciardo. Of course, they are lapping the other car, so this could be advantageous for Sergio Perez to make a move on Daniel Ricciardo. Esteban Ocon now being chased by Kimi Raikkonen. Suddenly, from nowhere, Kimi Raikkonen has come very close to Esteban Ocon. He is within his sight to overtake him. That is amazing speed which has been displayed by Ferrari of late. So Kimi Raikkonen is charging up now, and he wants to get those two cars of Force India out of the way, and he makes a move. He makes a move, but he could not stick to it. Still behind Esteban Ocon. So position number 3 is still open for podium and closely being fought between Daniel Ricciardo and Sergio Perez. Sebastian Vettel is also very close and right on the tail of Kimi Raikkonen. Kimi Raikkonen is under threat, who is pushing now Esteban Ocon. All of them are fighting for the podium, so we do not expect any team orders to come in, and even though it comes in, Kimi Raikkonen is not going to surely follow that. With this race result, if Sebastian Vettel finishes 8th, he's still going to keep the lead of World Championship with him with 137 points. Oh, and there is a big mistake by Ferrari in turn number 13. Which Ferrari was that? Interesting to see. Kimi Raikkonen, he misses out turn number 13. Just managed to keep the car on the track, back on the track. Did he lose the position? Definitely not. But did he lose the time? Definitely yes. And he is now definitely in pursuit of Sebastian Vettel. Now Vettel is taking out almost 1.5 seconds every lap from Ocon's time, and his target is Esteban Ocon, where he feels comfortable, and he has actually overtaken in last mix-up with Kimi Raikkonen, who gone off the track at turn number 13. So Sebastian Vettel is on position 6 now, and he's closing on to Esteban Ocon very fast at the hairpin before the straight. He's going to push, and this lap looks like he's going to try his overtaking maneuver. Goes full stream. Sebastian Vettel, he's just about 1.9 seconds. Turn number 13 executed, 14 executed. Keeps the car clear of Wall of Champions. Still not very close enough to give a shot on overtaking to Esteban Ocon. Kimi Raikkonen has lost almost 10 seconds, and he is 10 seconds behind Sebastian Vettel. And guess what? He could be under threat from Nico Hülkenberg, who is further down 10 seconds from him. But let's see now, the main action is between Ricciardo, Sergio Perez, Ocon and Sebastian Vettel. Interesting to see who gets the third step of the podium. Sebastian Vettel getting closer and closer. He is within a second now of Esteban Ocon. Again at the hairpin, he is just at the tail of Esteban Ocon. And he's definitely going to give it a try. That's the longest straight on this circuit. Closing to turn number 13. He is definitely going to give it a try in this lap. Gives it, DRS is open, he gets a DRS. Will he be able to do it? Doesn't seems to be, not close enough. He has to wait for the next opportunity, next time around. Lap number 65 is going on. Hamilton and Bottas, they are well ahead on track and having a race at their hands now. They are well controlling the race. Lewis Hamilton, the leader of the race, he has had the pole position yesterday and he's able to convert that to a race win just in a gap of another 5 laps. We should see the race win with him. What a race he has got today. Sebastian Vettel still in fighting, coming to the last corner. He's going to give it a try this time around. Let's see what he does. Goes closer and closer and closer to Esteban Ocon, and Esteban Ocon gives it a try on Sergio Perez. Interestingly, now somebody's going to lose out. They should not end up having an accident here, because that will be a disaster for all 3 of them. They are in a good point scoring position. Sebastian Vettel very close to Esteban Ocon. He's going to give it a try. No, he doesn't. He still keeps the car behind and wait for the next lap when he wants to be on the tail of Esteban Ocon, who is also very close to Sergio Perez in 4th position. Remember, he has to do it fast. He is left with only 4.5 laps to go. Picks up speed again. Sebastian Vettel comes very close. And he's going to give it a shot this time around in lap number 66, turn number 13, 14, crosses. And he's very close this time around. Let's see whether he can do it. On the straights now. Blue flags are on. Overtaking is going on for slow cars. Sebastian Vettel almost at the tail, at the start finish line. He's going to give a try this time around, and he takes the left and goes ahead of Esteban Ocon, and Esteban Ocon just try to manage, goes off the track. Sebastian Vettel is behind. Sergio Perez now joins the track. Esteban Ocon, he has to give the position to Sebastian Vettel. He gives the position. Sebastian Vettel, he gets the position 5 from Esteban Ocon. Job well done, Sebastian Vettel. Next point, Sergio Perez, he's picking up him fast. He's on the tail of Sergio Perez now. What is he going to do in this lap? Let's see, it will be interesting. There are a lot of overtaking for slower cars. Blue flags are on. He's going to take full advantage this time around by Sebastian Vettel. 4 laps to go, and he misses out. 13, 14 number, he misses out the curve. He goes off the track, Sebastian Vettel. He has to regroup again, not make any mistake, and take this time around. And what do you see? He gets Esteban Ocon now on his tail for a overtaking maneuver. Lap number 67 is going on. We have 3 more laps to go, and Sebastian Vettel cannot do these kind of mistake at this point of time, which is going to cost him dearly if he does that. This time around, he doesn't get the DRS, but he's on the tail of Sergio Perez. And Esteban Ocon, he tries. Oh no, he cannot. He's still finding some time to give it a fight to Sergio Perez. But job was well done by Sebastian Vettel. He pushed actually Ocon out of the track. But I believe that is fair. That's a racing incident. They don't touch it. That's a good racing, by the way. It could have been a accident over there, but all three drivers, they did good to keep the car safe. Now Sebastian Vettel again is definitely the faster car. He goes closer to Sergio Perez. We are on lap number 68 now. 2 laps to go. Sebastian Vettel within half a second of Sergio Perez. Will he be able to do it and get the position 4 in this race? Time to see. In the meantime, Fernando Alonso, he is losing out heavily. He's gone to position 13. What has happened to him? Oh, Fernando Alonso is out of the race. We don't know whether he is retiring or he had an accident over there. With 2 laps to remaining, we have yellow lights coming on in sector number 2 due to Fernando Alonso. He was sitting pretty nicely at position 10 within the points range. What has happened in there? In the meantime, Sebastian Vettel, he makes a move on Sergio Perez and overtakes him. Clean, tight, clear. Before the turn number 13, he clears. So Sebastian Vettel in 4th position. He has made up good after he had a disaster in the beginning. And what a sight. Fernando Alonso is going in the stadium. He is meeting the fans out there. Everybody is getting all along with him and he's shaking hands with the fans. He's inside. What a sight. We never see this kind of sight in Formula 1, where drivers has gone right inside the stadium. Let's see what happened to Fernando Alonso. He was going well on. Oh, poor fellow. Engine has given off again. This is a shame for McLaren Honda. Fernando Alonso, he's frustrated. He takes his frustration out of the car. Such a bad ending for Fernando Alonso and McLaren Honda, and it continues for Fernando Alonso. The frustration remains. However, we are on the lap number 70, last lap. Hamilton is leading the race. Let's see where Hamilton comes. Bottas is on number 2 position, Daniel Ricciardo number 3, and seems to be all 3 podium positions have been cleared, followed by Sergio Perez and Esteban Ocon, 5 and 6. Kimi Raikkonen on number 7. Hulkenberg, Stroll and Grosjean. They finished 8, 9 and 10. Here comes Lewis Hamilton. He is making the last turn. Turn number 13 and 14 comes to start finish line. And here we have Lewis Hamilton. He wins Canadian Grand Prix. Well done, Lewis Hamilton. Behind him, here comes Valtteri Bottas. He gets the 2nd position of the podium. Well done, Mercedes. Done well. Valtteri Bottas, he's crossing the line now. 2nd position. Mercedes has really come up with good. And here comes Daniel Ricciardo. Gets up the 3rd position of the podium, followed by Sebastian Vettel, and there is a small battle between Perez and Ocon. Does Perez manage to hold on? Yes, he does. 4th position for Sergio Perez, and Ocon is 5th. Lewis Hamilton, well done. We have a race winner. He had made a world record yesterday by equaling Ayrton Senna in number of pole positions, and today he has won race. Now he's the champion. He's a 6-time champion in Canadian Grand Prix. And with this, I come to an end of this live commentary for all of my friends who had shown me caring and support and listen to me. I really am excited to have this live race with you. I love to have your comments and views Please do comment, please give me a lot of reviews, and do subscribe my channel so I can make a lot of good things for you in the coming races. I'll be there with you during this season and look forward to have good support from you. Bingo and good luck. Take care. Bye bye.